Virgin Voyages does things way different.
Ta-da! Oh!
This ship tour will be unlike anything we've ever done, and that's a good thing. Join us for our first ship tour of Virgin Voyages, the Scarlet Lady, the first of the fleet. First, some basics that set Virgin apart. First and foremost, this cruise line is adults only, 18+. But you probably won't find college kids here. The demographic, on our sailing anyway, was young professional, 30s and above. Upwardly mobile, fun-loving, in shape, or focused on it. That target audience will reflect a lot of the design and offerings here, which is boutique, hip, a bit racy. There's a come-as-you-are atmosphere that may be a culture shock for cruisers used to a more traditional line. And here, you're not a guest or a cruiser, you're a sailor. Our embarkation in Miami was an experience unto itself. Very elegant and fun terminal. Embarkation on a Virgin ship starts late, like 1:30 or 2, since leaving guests don't have to leave until 10:30. It's known as a very strange disembarkation because I don't notice a lot of people leaving. At check-in, you're handed the band. A lightweight, waterproof wristband made from recycled ocean plastic. It's your room key, credit card, and boarding pass. And you return it for recycling at the end of your voyage. The other big difference is that most everything, except for some specialty food items and alcohol of course, is included. The catch is you need to reserve those free classes in popular restaurants on their app ahead of time, as soon as you can. Now that's critical. As soon as you reserve your cruise, get on the app and start hunting for your spots. And for alcohol, they don't have drink packages. Here you prepay your own alcohol account, with a bonus for different buy-in levels. It's flexible and can be shared with friends. Now one of the first things that hit us upon boarding, besides a spirited welcome,
Welcome aboard!
are the elevators. It's a disco. Decor, hand sanitizers, signage. Clear, but definitely with that hip style. They call bathrooms here heads, and they like their toilets on the dark side, but they vary. Some look like they belong in a nightclub, while others have an ocean view. But accessibility is first rate, with hand swipe sensors to open the doors. Okay, so let's dig into the decks with my usual bottom to top approach. We'll start with deck 4, and like other ships I've been on, this deck is for disembarkation and the medical center. Outside of this small section, most of this deck is crew quarters. The Med Center will be pricey, as usual, but they do have freebies. But anything outside of that will be expensive very fast. As I said, this is also the deck for most disembarkations on port days, and the occasional tender. Now moving up to deck 5, there are cabins on this deck, but the public areas are found around the elevators midship. Sailor Services is the guest services desk, of course. Unlike other lines with just a long desk, this one is full-on boutique hotel lobby with lounge areas, bell for service, and the daily schedule to take on your own. No wasted paper at the cabin. And an ATM, although the fees can be high, about $5.99 per transaction. Now next door is the Pink Agave, upscale Mexican. This is one of the harder restaurants to snag reservations, so make this one of your priority lists. Now the thing with this restaurant, it's 100% gluten-free, but even if you don't need it, you won't notice. The Conchinita Pibil is highly recommended. And across the way on the map is Razzle Dazzle, or, in the evening, Lucky Lotus, upscale Asian cuisine. During the day, the menu shifts to Razzle Dazzle, which is a veggie-forward brunch, although you can still get naughty items and a few Asian items to tease you into the evening menu. We gave their brunch a spin.
Vegetable dumpling, I know you don't see it. They call it wonton, but it's more closer to pot sticker. And the inside is just, you could see there is noodles and vegetable, because this is purely vegetarian. With the dipping sauce, it's perfection. This is the churros, the rainbow churros.
It's like churros and LSD, you know? It's like,
Just stop. With the ube ice cream and a caramel, strawberry caramel dip, okay? And apparently there's a little bit vodka in the ube ice cream. I don't taste the vodka. You know, I'll let you know in an hour, I guess, when it hit.
Back towards the elevators and forward is the Redemption Spa. It's a sanctuary designed for recovery, which is kind of essential given Virgin's party hard reputation. And here's another aspect of the ship that isn't included in the base fare. Access is sold in 3-hour time slots. The changing rooms and lockers are right in front. The whole spa is as stylish as you'd expect, but a bit small compared to other cruise line spas. This central area is a wellness corridor with baths, an orthotics sales area, and their famous IV and bag hydration therapy for sailors who want to bounce back from a night of partying. Both the orthotics and the IV come at a premium extra price. Highlights here are actually the mud room, where you get a bowl of detoxifying mud, sauna and steam. This is what I do for the channel. Like, oh.
Just be careful, it's wet.
And the salt room. Moving on to Deck 6 from midship is the Roundabout, the main social center. Most major events, like the kickoff to Scarlet Night, start here. It's also quite broad and extends to the back, where the On the Rocks bar is located. Now this is the Martini Hub, specializes in spirits poured over high-quality ice. It's also where you'll find some of the best live music. At the Roundabout is also the start of shopping and services. Dry Dock is a blow-dry bar. Stubble and Groom, old school barber. They do straight razor shaves and even offer a whiskey and a shave package. Booty Free, the duty-free shop. And Squid Ink, the world's first tattoo parlor at sea. As per many popular areas, spots fill up for this, so be sure to reserve first thing. Love the merch. There's probably a really great gift idea here for your cheeky coworker. Now walk past that going forward and you get the casino, which is actually smaller than I expected, with the usual bar, slots, and table games. Now hiding discreetly next to the cage, the casino service counter, is the smoking room. It's small with a few slots. It's the only indoor spot to smoke. Across from the elevators is the Den Casino. It's a dedicated high-limit room. It's actually roomier than the main casino, and more relaxed too.
It's not very, very high limit, but it's kind of high limit. Well, it's definitely higher, because you start at 5 cents. And this one, the Dragon Link, is start at 10 cents.
Now, across from the casino is the Manor, a nightclub space named after Richard Branson's first recording studio. You enter through the Hall of Mirrors. This is amazing looking, oh my god. Inside is a floor space in the round with 2 levels of seating. Plus some tucked away sections and bars. If you can't reserve a seat on the app, it may be first come first serve, be in line about 45 minutes early if possible. On my sailing, this was the venue with the longest lines. Now going forward, you have the Red Room, ostensibly the theater, but much smaller. It's a transformation theater. The floor can be flat, tiered, or even a runway. Seats fold down with not as much legroom as it appears. Because the seats are modular, they can be tucked away, they lack the plush comfort of a traditional cruise theater. So try to get a seat on the very end of a row so you can stretch your legs out into the aisle. Back towards midship and past the Roundabout is the start of the High Street retail area. The stores are not your typical cruise line jewelry shops. Instead, Virgin curates their own partnerships, focusing on sustainability, luxury, and the Virgin vibe. Where else can you get toys along with your sundries?
It's also what I don't see that's kind of cool for me. I don't see Effie jewelry, I don't see Park West art auctions. On this ship, even the shops are interesting, and trust me, I never say that about a ship.
Now, on either side of the retail area are 2 restaurants. The first, Extra Virgin, is the casual-looking but actually high-end Italian restaurant. The food here is exceptional, and spots fill up, so grab your space early. The pappardelle carbonara and the affogato, espresso over gelato made tableside, is essential. The second restaurant, the Test Kitchen, is exactly what it says it is. The decor is lab white elegant, which matches the experimental food. You don't get a menu per se, you get a list of ingredients which the kitchen is working on that evening. Then you get a several-course sampler menu, with the server explaining what they are. The experimental nature of this place isn't everyone's cup of tea, but we suggest giving it a try, if only for the adventure.
And Test Kitchen is a test kitchen, coming up with different ideas when it comes to food. Raw scallop, cucumber, the black garlic puree, and edible flour. The scallop actually kind of absorbed that smoke, the smoky taste. So the scallop is actually lightly smoked, which is very, very cool. I never definitely tried that kind of taste before.
Moving on to Deck 7 and the area near the Roundabout, which is what you first see when you board. Elegant chairs, loungers, a small library space. And during parties, this photo booth. A self-serve, huge selfie machine looks like a giant cell phone.
Very suggestive.
Touch me gently. Oh,
Okay.
The countdown's coming.
Sweet Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
I know. Exactly. It's perfect. That was perfect.
Surrounding this top level of the Roundabout are more food and services. The Draught House, for craft beer lovers. It's tucked away and it's usually quieter than the main bars. Lick me till I scream. Did we mention this ship was a bit racy? Look for the red velvet or green tea flavors, they're favorites. Voyage Vinyl, a curated record store where you can listen to tracks before you buy. It's not just for show. They sell high-quality pressings and even Virgin-exclusive colored vinyl. Future voyage sales and shore things, the excursions desk, round these out. Now moving forward, we have Sip, the dedicated champagne bar. This is where you go for the shake for champagne service or a high-end caviar pairing. Now round the corner across and you'll find the Groupie, the karaoke center with private karaoke rooms. You have to book them via the app or at the desk. They are soundproof, so you can belt out your favorites without the audience of strangers. And the song selection is staggering. Moving past midship and the ice cream is, of course, pizza. It isn't just buffet pizza, it's made to order thin crust. The white truffle pizza is a notable choice here. Continue aft and you'll find the Grounds Club, the coffee bar. The espresso here is a step up from the free drip coffee. They use Intelligentsia coffee beans, which is a high-end specialty brand. Next down the hallway are these swings, which was pretty much designed for Instagram. Next down the hallway is the social club. It's kind of like a kids' social club with alcohol. A table shuffleboard, a huge selection of board games, and treats, of course. And a totally free arcade with all retro games. Then there's the Loose Cannon, a nautically themed dive bar. It features a touchscreen jukebox where you can influence the vibe of the room. Now keep going aft past another store where you can get their signature hammock. And you'll find the Dock House, a Mediterranean-inspired lounge with live acoustic music. Continue inside and to the left. You'll find the Juice C, a dedicated non-alcoholic juice bar. Exit from here and you'll find the ship's hidden gem, the dock. It features day beds overlooking the way. Now they serve meze, a small Mediterranean plates like fire-roasted octopus and hanger steak for free. It's the best quiet lunch spot on the ship. Stepping away from the dock house is the Wake restaurant entrance all the way aft. You're greeted by a stunning gold and glass staircase. As you descend to deck 6, you're looking down into a mid-century modern dining room with massive glass windows overlooking the ship's wake. Now this steak and seafood restaurant is another one for the reservation priority list. Finally, stepping outside, it circles the ship, but the surrounding areas vary. The dock is all the way aft, while lounge seating and shuffleboard hug the sides. All the way forward, it's enclosed working ship, but you can still circle around. Now let's take a look at our stateroom.
Okay. Look at this. So this is our
That's the constellations?
yeah, of the astrology. In Virgin, this you actually get water daily
Complimentary.
for free.
Do you get the octopus for free?
I think so. I'm not sure what is this. Wait.
It's a little stuffed octopus.
It says, Ink wants to occupy space in your heart, $12, and it's yours. And this one,
Sextant.
sextant. Screw it, let's do it. $25, and this sextant corkscrew is yours. As a girl.
It's all style and attitude here. Even the mandatory safety video looks like something out of Yellow Submarine. Plus their famous notepad control panel that handles everything from the curtains to the TV and the mood lighting. See a link in the description for some more helpful resources that go into more detail.
Because of the beautiful design, right? Sometimes it does have a problem with usability. Shelving, as far as the clothing shelving, there is not as much. I would have to say that, is it adequate? I would say it's adequate. I mean, really, it doesn't really need that much. Now, having said that, if you're on here for 2 weeks and you don't plan to have any laundry at all, okay, got it. It might be a little bit pushy. We also need to address the famous little bathroom. The shower area itself is actually a bit bigger.
Slightly bigger.
Yes.
The toilet and sink area are more narrow.
More narrow, yes.
But on the plus side, if you have trouble getting in and out, you can lift yourself up from the sides. So it actually is very supportive in that way. It actually had a slightly larger balcony than usual. Oh, it's a much bigger balcony than Princess.
Yes, this is a bigger balcony, so apparently we are in the corner. A very interesting corner, actually. So our balcony is slightly bigger because of the angle.
And of course you got the hammock. My favorite part of the ship by far, and they come standard on most balcony rooms.
One of the things that we always bring is a magnet because it really is add a lot more functionality to your limited space in the room. It could be something to hang your hat. Could also put your whatever it is, notice that you need to share with everybody. The cool thing about this magnet in particular is actually a lot stronger if you put it up there. Like that. And here's another tip that I always do, especially when I'm traveling with the boys. Teenager boys, they're stinky. Here's what we do. I always bring either a small car fragrance refill like this, activate it. I could just put it here. That helps with the smell. If it's really pretty strong, you could definitely put it here with one of those magnet things.
Moving on to deck 15 midship, when you exit the elevators, head aft to the galley, Virgin's answer to the traditional cruise ship buffet. You walk into the food hall and find a table. A galley host will bring you a menu, or you can scan a QR code. You order from any, or maybe all of the shops, and the food is brought directly to your table. Or you can peruse on your own. Instead of the traditional buffet sections, this is more like a wide variety food court. Diner Dash, open 24/7, this is the place for classic American diner food. The Burger Bar, specializing in high-quality gourmet burgers. And where else can you get a burger and spa water? Only on Virgin. There's well bread, not just buns, but gourmet pizza. And the sweet side, with all things sugar, but not just desserts. A full selection of fruit. Didn't see that coming. They even have a Pops and Bubs popsicle cart with a few flavors that would disqualify you from driving. The Daily Mix, a hub for fresh salads, breakfast bowls, and healthy options. Or you can grab takeaway fruits, salads, and sandwiches. Everything is fresh and updated. Bento Baby, freshly rolled sushi and bento boxes. Noodle Around, a Japanese ramen and udon shop. Let's Talk About It, serving up street-style tacos and nachos. Hot off the press, the place for sandwiches and paninis. There's also a gourmet coffee bar. But if you don't want to wait here, you can always use the coffee or water stations scattered around. Now everything is made to order, so you can easily ask for no onions or extra spice. There's a huge advantage over traditional buffet-style dining. And if you can't find a seat during busy hours, try the outside aft section. Next to the Galley is Gombe, the ship's super social Korean barbecue spot. It's communal seating. If you're an introvert, be prepared. You will be playing drinking games with strangers. You sit at a round table with a built-in flameless grill. Every meal starts with a Korean drinking game. It's high energy and loud. Some love it, some do it once, and then that's it. Cross back past the elevators forward to the aquatic club. This is the main pool area. You'll notice the pool area is surprisingly small. It's designed for waiting and socializing with a drink, or do some chin-ups at this fitness area. This is the hub for sail-away parties, of course, and the iconic Scarlet Night pool party. The aquatic club bar is the round bar in the middle, which kind of acts like the equator of Deck 15. There is the main pool, aft, and the dip, forward.
So get here early. I was here shooting early in the morning, like around 7:30, and they were setting up tables, lounges and stuff, and people were already coming over, laying down their towels and starting to lounge out. And I know how crowded this gets at noon. Get here early because it's a hot property.
Now walk all the way past. This rather inconspicuous room is the scene. Virgin uses this as a multi-purpose room. If there isn't a wedding, a corporate group, or specific event, it's often locked or just sits empty with its boardroom-style chairs. Across from here is the tune-up, which is a standard salon. They do manicures, pedicures, and hair braiding. Finally, back towards the aquatic club to either side are the fitness centers. B-Complex Burn and Bike, now this side of the gym is for high-intensity cardio. It features techno gym equipment and a dedicated spin studio. Across is B-Complex Build and Balance. There you'll find yoga, meditation, and those famous bungee classes, kind of like an anti-gravity full-body exertion class. This is also where the free weights area and machines are. Moving up to Deck 16 all the way forward, I managed to get a peek at Richard's Rooftop, the exclusive Rockstar Suites only sanctuary. It's gated, private, and pretty quiet. You won't see smoking here though, as it's designed to be a high-end vitamin C lounge. Just outside, the Sun Club area on the starboard side does allow smoking. Also here is the Sun Club Cafe, serving fresh bao buns and poke bowls. It's the best place for a light lunch if you don't want to head back inside to the galley. It also has the Sun Club Bar, where the service, I'm told, is somewhat faster than the ones down by the pool. Overlooking the pool area are the cabanas. In the late 2024 dry dock, Virgin transformed the poolside layout by adding VIP cabanas, but not just by the pool, but to the side with enclosed private nooks. Inside midship is the training camp and sports area. Strength training where you can take your own video class. And a boxing ring and punching bags outside. Now outside around the perimeter is the sports area, where the full basketball court doubles as a dodgeball or old school gym class area. And a mini jungle gym for grown-ups, with seesaws and swings. It's also where extra loungers wind up. Plus a huge chessboard and hot tub. Frankly, this area is less sports and more fun and hanging out. with some sports. All the way aft is the athletic club and bar. Now it's more hangout than athletic. It includes the mega sofa, the largest sunbed at sea, and typical sunbeds. Plus the net. It's a massive catamaran-style net suspended 16 decks above the ocean. Now you can walk on it, but it's mostly for lounging. And FYI, these stairs lead back down to 16 aft and galley seating. Finally, Deck 17 aft features two sections. The runway, a 255-meter jogging track that circles the back of the ship. 4 laps equals 1 mile. And the perch, a pretty cool space really. Perfect for those yoga classes, which fill up fast of course. There's even an elevator from 17 to 16, from the perch to the back of the athletic club bar. Gotta say, we really enjoyed this ship. The vibe, the variety, the food.
I'm seriously gonna miss it. It really was a lot of fun. More fun than I thought it was gonna be.
Yes.
But since everything is boutique, everything is limited for space. So you're almost always competing for spots, which is the main downside. Still, we already have our next few cruises booked with them and looking forward to that food and that hammock. Now, if you got good value from this video, be sure to like and share with your shipmates. And keep those comments and questions coming. We absolutely love them and answer them as soon as we can. Happy travels and see you on the next cruise.